Hello and welcome, gardeners. This is Mid-American Gardener, and we're happy that you've joined us. And we're going to talk about all things plants, plant diseases, whatever comes up, bugs, who knows. So thank you for joining us. I'm Dianne Noland, and I teach horticulture at the University of Illinois in the Crop Sciences Department in the College of ACES. However, I have guests with me, and they are intelligent guests. They're experts in their field. Let's find out who's here, and then we'll have questions, hopefully directed towards their expertise. And I'm looking across the table at Chuck Voight. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Diane. I am Chuck Voight. I am a vegetable and herb specialist in the Department of Crop Sciences here at the University of Illinois. So questions along those lines would be the things I could answer most effectively.
As well as other things, too.
I have a broad background because I was well educated here at the University of Illinois back in the day. So I have a question here tonight.
Great.
It's about basil. Would basil be successful growing in a greenhouse? And I'm reminded of our friend Art Spomer, who would have said, it all depends. If you have a warm greenhouse where the night temperature never goes below 55 degrees and where the day temperature gets up 75 to 85 degrees, then you can grow basil with great success throughout the winter. If it goes much below 55 degrees, the basil is going to look like it's been frosted. It's not going to be happy. It's not going to do well. So yes, you can grow it in a greenhouse, but it has to be a very warm greenhouse. So that's...
And sometimes people like cool crops during winter seasons for that reason of fluctuation.
If you wanted to try it in an unheated high tunnel, you could probably extend the season by about 6 weeks in the spring and maybe 6 weeks in the fall. But through the cold part of the winter, switch to spinach. It's just...
That's true. Right. But that would smell good for a while, having the basil extending the season. Yeah. Thank you very much, Chuck. And now we're going to go to the middle, John Bodensteiner. Hi there.
Hi there. I'm a Vermilion County Master Gardener, and my specialties, I guess, are perennials. I especially like hostas, trees, anything green that grows in my yard. I've got a lot of different stuff. But I do have a question tonight on growing lavender. They're starting to grow lavender from seed, and she's totally failed so far. And she has her pots in Jiffy lightly covered for over a month, and just wondering what she's doing wrong. The only thing that I noticed that you didn't mention was maybe some heat underneath. They require about 70 degrees, and if it's been cool lately, you may not have had the bottom temperature up to 70 degrees. They do like to have just a little bit of soil over it, very little, because the light seems to help germinate the seeds a little bit. And they want to keep the seeds moist but not too soggy. Lavender tends to dampen off pretty easily. Sometimes stratifying, putting them in the refrigerator for about 3 weeks, and then trying the same, doing what you're doing, may help a little bit. Once you get it going, keep it in loose, moist soil, well drained, because like I have clay, it gets started and it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Boy,
I also have a second question. I forgot.
Okay.
Can I successfully grow Sugar Daddy stringless snap peas in a container? I have trouble with some critter eating my snap peas. Yes, but you probably want a trellis or something to keep them off the ground, and you're going to need it fairly big.
It would depend what the critter is, too.
That's true.
If it's a squirrel...
Or a deer.
Or a deer.
You just put it right at his head. You didn't have to bend over.
Yeah. So again, it all depends what it is that's eating it.
Yeah. She's wondering if she can grow them, not if it's going to keep the critters away. But
okay.
Right. Okay. Very good. Well, we have our next guest with show and tell. So let's go to you, Jim Schuster.
Hi, I'm Jim Schuster. I'm a retired University of Illinois plant pathologist and horticulturist, and I brought in mistletoe. And everybody's used to kissing under mistletoe at this time of the year, but it's one of the pathogens because it's a parasitic seed plant, and it can kill trees. Now, there are several groups of mistletoes around, and I brought another one just to show you that it's not always the mistletoe that you kiss under. And this happens to be green, except for it dried out when I cut it off. But basically, when you're kissing under mistletoe, you're kissing under disease. So when you think about all the diseases you can spread with kissing, it's an apropos symbol. But in tying into that, I got dodder, which ties into one of the emails we got. The person had a plant that got all this yellow to orange string-like material on it, and that is dodder. And dodder, compared to mistletoe, which goes after woody plants, dodder goes after herbaceous plants. It makes tiny white flowers that can produce up to 4 seeds. Plants, depending on the growing season, can make 16,000 seeds in a summer, and the seeds can be viable for 60 years.
Oh my.
So, the way to get rid of this, because it's not, you can try 2,4-D in that, but you have to kill the plant that the dodder is growing on, and then to get the seeds in the soil to germinate and die, you have to eradicate every plant in that flower bed, including weeds. Don't let anything grow. Continue watering and fertilizing and cultivating the rest of the summer, or the growing season, all the next growing season, and maybe a 3rd growing season, so that you get all the dodder seeds to germinate and starve to death. Because if they find any plant that they can live on, in the next, you'll keep it going. Because bear in mind, up to 16,000 seeds in the summer. And the other thing that you got to do is try and never let it go to bloom. If you can catch it early enough so it doesn't make any flowers, then you don't get the seeds. But usually it's coming up the plant, and by the time it gets to the top where you see it, it's already bloomed.
Oh my.
So
Wow.
it's a hard thing to get rid of, but it can be done if you're diligent and on keeping everything eradicated.
Wow.
Any benefit to inspecting transplants and things that you might bring in?
Yes, most of the native dodders are not the one we find in our flower beds. The dodders, believe it or not, that we're tending to get are being shipped in on bedding plants from other states. And this person happened to bring one down from Chicago, which tends to buy a lot from the state that has a lot of dodder in their bedding plants.
Is it named after a lake somewhere around here?
Yes, I don't like the name states, but between Chicago and this, there's a lake called Michigan.
Huh. We're not pointing fingers or anything.
No, but you do
Very
want to be
subtle group here.
Yeah, you want to be careful where your bedding plants are
Is
grown.
there a state that's Superior or Erie or, maybe we can figure out what
Right.
state it is. Wow, that's really
Yeah.
not good news if you
No.
get
And-
dodder.
And dodder is also known to be able to spread like Aster yellows from plant to plant. So it not only kills the plant directly, it can spread other diseases because it'll travel through the stem because it's resistant to the yellows. But the plants that it grows on are not.
We saw some of the mistletoe and some of the trees as we were traveling. Some of those balls of mistletoe are 4 or 5 feet across,
Yeah.
and they've enveloped the whole tree and basically.
Wow.
The mistletoe you tend to kiss under grows on the deciduous trees. And so in the wintertime, the mistletoe is evergreen and the rest of the tree is naked, so you can see it. And they harvest it by actually shooting, taking a rifle and shooting the branches out of the tree and having the clump fall down on the ground and then, breaking up and selling
It
it.
was growing a lot in sycamores where we were. And,
Interesting. So that's one way to get it out of those trees.
Yeah, but generally, all you have to do is a little bit of the plant still in the branch and it regrows from the next year.
Okay.
And you kind of have to be out in the open before you shoot a whole lot of rifle shots up into the air.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a mixed blessing
Right.
we've got here. Well, let's go to something about poinsettias. We have a special Did You Know? There are over 100 varieties of poinsettias available today. Poinsettias come in colors like the traditional red, white, pink, burgundy, marbled, and speckled. Is it poinsettia or poinsettia? It is poinsettia, but you'll hear people say poinsettia, but it's got another I in there, so they are beautiful. Well, let's go to the phone lines and see what Tom has for us on line 1, and I think it's a tree question. Hi, Tom.
Hi, and Merry Christmas to all of you, and thank you for 1 year of beautiful, beautiful service that I just love it.
Thank you so much.
I have got about 120 different varieties of flowers in my front yard. I had an ash tree that only lasted about 6 years before the bugs tore it up. And then the city transplanted a Chinese elm, which just left sap everywhere, all over my vehicle. So what tree would I want to put on my boulevard in front of the flowers that wouldn't grow like 30, 40 foot tall and block all the sun out?
Okay, I bet there's a couple different ones. I would vote for serviceberry. I always say serviceberry. It's one of my favorite. Amelanker or serviceberry, and they get about a story and a half, maybe.
Yeah,
10,
35 feet.
15, 20 feet, and it takes a while to get that.
Yeah.
I like a
big.
ginkgo tree. You know, they're very hardy. There's very few diseases. You want to make sure and get a male one, and because you don't want the fruit to be dropping, because that.
Right.
But
You can get fastigiate ones if you want
That's
them
what
to
I
be
was
fairly
thinking, too.
narrow.
And I like the Japanese tree lilac.
Yes, I like that
Also
one
nice.
too. Do you want to chime in, Chuck, or
I'm liking all of those.
3 is good?
Depending on where he is, if it's not too strict city conditions, something like a witch hazel would be good. Although,
that would be pretty.
they don't do well with reflected heat and things like that.
No,
So,
and they also like it a little bit more moist. So if you got
True.
bad drainage because you got a drainage ditch, they'll like
Which
that.
happens.
Yeah.
right, yeah, they're one of the first things to show drought injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I love them, but they're not for everywhere.
Well, thank you for that question. We really enjoyed chiming in, each one of us. I knew we could. So thanks, Tom. Now let's go to line 3. Shirley has a question for us. Hi there, Shirley.
Hello. My question is there anything you can spray houseplants with to get rid of the gnats? I put all new dirt in my houseplants just this fall, and now they're hatching out gnats like crazy. Is there something? I've used insecticidal soap on them twice, and it still hasn't gotten rid of the gnats. And it was Miracle-Gro dirt, so I assumed it was good.
Well, I can answer that. Gnats, you don't have to use any insecticide. Gnats need moist soil. So if you let the soil dry out thoroughly without letting the plant wilt, you can kill them off pretty easily with just that. And maybe you may have to try it a second time, but yeah, generally let the soil dry out thoroughly will knock the gnat population back drastically.
And I just use the finger technique where you want to feel just underneath the soil. You don't want it to be wet, have it be dry. And you can even go down an inch or two
yeah,
to make sure to kill those off. John, did you have a...
nope. That was what I was going to
Okay.
basically say.
So it's really more environmental and not watering quite so much, which at my house is no problem. I try not to forget them.
And I just want to mention, it had nothing to do with the brand of potting soil she bought either.
Right.
And almost all potting soil full of organic matter will have gnat eggs in it.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you mentioned that as well. All right. Well, while we're waiting for some more phone calls, we're going to go back around. And Chuck, we're going to start with you in an email.
All right. Well, this one is, what would be some vegetables I could grow during the winter that would be successful for me? Well, again, where are you going to try to grow them? If you're growing them in an unheated greenhouse, very few things are actually going to grow through the cold part of the winter. What you would do is start things in the fall, get them up more or less to size, and then use the greenhouse more or less as a refrigerator to hold them, and so you can harvest them through the whole winter. And so most any of the cool season crops would work well. The one that does grow at fairly low temperatures would be spinach. So if you can get spinach going, it's going to be the most likely to actually put on new growth through the dead of the winter. But most of the other things, not so much. Back to the basil, if you have a heated greenhouse, then that opens up a world of you can grow almost anything, depending on how much you want to spend on heat. But if you're talking unheated greenhouse, you're in kind of a holding pattern. If you're talking windowsill, you're pretty much out of luck with most things. You might be able to hold something for a while, but none of them are real happy sitting on a windowsill.
Well, that covers it pretty well. So that was a good question as well.
One of the things I had, and it was because of you that I did this, was I planted my Brussels sprouts very late. And I went out and actually had to scrape snow away and bring them, and they were some of the best Brussels sprouts that I've ever eaten.
It kind of kills some of that nastiness that some people enjoy and some people don't, but more people don't.
Right.
And so they're much milder, much sweeter. As you say, if you go out and it's like sleeted on them and you have to chip the ice off of them, that seems to be when they're at their peak. I still have some in the field out here that I hope they haven't torn up, because I may go visit them once more.
Ooh, yeah.
And they're just so tasty, and there's no bite to them. Sometimes if you get them too early, like you.
Yeah.
I listen, see?
That's it.
Wow, you learn a lot on this show. That's excellent. Well,
I made a difference.
Okay, pipe down. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Well, let's go from picking on Chuck to Charles. And we have a question from Charles on line 1 about geraniums. Hi there, Charles.
Hi. I'm interested in knowing if I can keep a geranium in an unheated garage and have it survive the winter, what I need to do as far as trimming it back or whatever.
Okay, I'm looking at John.
I would say no. You're going to have, it can't go below freezing. It doesn't need to be, I mean, I've got some in my garage, which I put them in the basement because it's not heated, and it's around 55 degrees, and I don't water them. I just put them in some brown bags, throw them down there. Some of them that I have in pots, I just take down, and I don't do a thing with them, but it never freezes down there. So if you say unheated, if it gets, like last year where we had 20 below, or no, they're not going to survive.
Maybe 1 in 5 or 6 winters it might. But
Yeah, most.
But you don't know that until it's frozen.
Yeah.
And see, I have my geranium under lights in my basement that stays at about 60, and I have the lights on for 60, plain cool fluorescent lights on 16 hours a day, and they actually flower during the winter.
And it's sort of like a garden down
Yeah,
there.
and I only water once a week.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some options for you with geraniums. And I might just say support the industry and go buy a new one in the spring. So that's another possibility, but I don't think that's what he's wanting to go for. Okay, well, we have another phone question about trees, and this time it's Chad's question on line 3. Hi, Chad.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. What is your question?
Am I on TV?
Yes, you are.
Okay, because I don't hear mention my name on TV.
That's okay, just listen to me. And what's your question?
I was wondering, I've got a little fruit tree out behind my house on Middle Lake in Charleston. Hi, how are you? I've got a little fruit tree out behind my house,
Okay.
and we had a tree service cutting branches, and they hit my little pine tree, or my little fruit tree, and it kind of damaged it. And I'd like to know what kind of tree to put back out there next spring.
And not an evergreen? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I don't know. It's a little bitty fruit tree that we repotted from out in front of the garage last summer, and then we repotted it and put it behind the house in my little flower garden behind the bedroom window, and it got damaged from the tree service.
Because I really like firs.
How badly damaged?
Well, there's 7 spots in the front of it that got knocked completely off of the tree.
Is there still a lot of green that's attached and growing?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I let it grow some more and see if the side branches will fill in the gaps where it's been broken.
Being it started already, and
Yeah, give it a couple of years, and if you're careful in not pruning side branches, you can get the side branches to close over the gap.
They're amazingly resilient.
Yeah.
They can even, I've had deer damage on some, and they will grow back once they're tall enough to be away from.
Yeah, as long as they're not all broken off beyond the green.
But fir trees are fabulous, and they're tough, and so
I would just give it some more time.
We're going to advocate for your fir tree, just to give it a few more years, and then I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
Because once it's big enough, it won't get backed into, run over, or otherwise damaged. So that's our thought for you, Chad, is to stick with it. Okay, thank you for your question. And let's go on to Don's question on line 5 about blackberries. Hi, Don.
Hello, how are you doing?
Doing great.
Okay, my situation is I put some blackberry bushes several years in the ground. First year, nothing came up, nothing. I can't hear you.
No fruit? So no fruit the first year?
And then the second year, they did have some fruits. And then at the end of the year, someone said cut them down, everything down to a foot above the ground. I did. Last year, all I had were just stalks with nothing, about 8 feet tall.
Yes, you did.
Here it
That's
is.
right.
Now here it is fall, and all those stalks are out there that produce nothing. Am I to go out and cut those things down or just leave them alone?
Okay, blackberries.
Blackberries are biennial in terms of when they produce fruit. So a cane grows up one year, and then it fruits the second year. So if you keep cutting them down, you keep it vegetative so it never comes back. Once you get them in a cycle, you take out the ones that bore fruit this year and leave the ones that came up to replace them for next year. You might head those back a little bit if you find that they're getting too long and wanting to flop over. But generally you want to leave a good length on the new canes so that they have flower buds and produce fruit the following year. So it's just remember that it's a 2-year cycle. The ones that come up from the ground this year bear fruit next year, and the ones that bore fruit this year are going to die anyway, and so you can take them out.
So when you hear them cut them down, you cut down this year's fruiting.
Just the ones.
Not all of them.
Yeah, them means the ones that flowered this year, not everything.
And there's actually a color change. I mean, you can see the difference.
They look young and vibrant the first year, and the second year they start getting anthracnose and things on them, and they start to turn brown and dull.
Right.
And you don't leave them out. You don't cut them off at a foot above the ground either. You cut them
you
shorter.
take them all. You take the older ones all the way
Good
back.
point.
Yeah.
So that's how you take care of blackberries. But if you can just get that in your thought pattern, then it's very easy. But when you're new at it, that's why you call the show and ask questions, because everyone's made mistakes like that, and it's just because you've not done it before. Okay, well, we're going to go to an email, or I think it's a show and tell.
Oh,
John, it's up to you.
I do. What I did is I just brought a few of the seed catalogs that I've been sent this year already, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about their wonderful, wonderful sources for ideas. I still like to go to our local vendors, and what I found also in a lot of these, they'll say they're perennials, and some of them are pretty good at telling you what zone that's perennial to. Some of them just say perennial, so you have to be very careful. And anytime you order a plant and you look at that picture in there, it's going to be about a 3 or 4 or 5, 6-year-old plant, and you're going to get this tiny little twig that looks dead, and it's going to take 4 or 5 years before it gets to that point where you're looking at, where if you go to a local nursery, you're going to find a plant that looks just like that, and you're probably not going to pay that much more if you consider shipping and all the other stuff. And you can ask your local nurseryman about it. You can find out for sure if you have any questions, where to put it, what to do. And so now's the time to start looking at these, because it's fresh in your mind of what you want to replace, what did well, what didn't. Make notes, kind of make notes in here or on a separate sheet where you want things, what you want to plant, but go talk to somebody locally.
And you can get all enthused, but if you don't write down where you want it as you're purchasing, whether it's local or catalog, you get them and your mind goes blank. So maybe that doesn't happen to anyone else.
They sit in a pot on your driveway for 6 months.
So I like the idea
where should I put that?
writing down where do you put.
There are certain things in that you do find in here that maybe a lot of people don't want, so the nurseries that locally don't carry it. That's when you order from that, but be aware that you're going to get a.
Exactly. But that's a challenge too, to get something really small like that and watch it grow if you don't mind the extra time.
Well, sometimes, like with raspberries, the little ones are tissue culture plants that are so vigorous that they just explode out of the ground. So just because it's small doesn't mean that it's necessarily
That's
not
correct.
really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, use it for inspiration.
Yes.
Well, let's go next to the mag quiz. What are biennials? A, flowering plant, B, vegetable, C, fruit. A, flowering plant. A biennial plant is a flowering plant that takes 2 years to complete its biological life cycle. The plant produces leaves in the first year, goes dormant in colder months, then in the second year the plant flowers and produces seeds. So now we have to do a short addendum with Chuck, but a short one.
Well, a lot of the vegetables that we grow are actually biennials. We're mostly only interested in the first vegetative year, but carrots and beets and cabbages and a lot of the vegetables that we grow flower in the second year. Most of
to
them
get
are,
the seed.
To get the seed,
Yeah.
right. So parsley comes to mind too.
But we don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, we had to add that. I want to thank each of you for watching. Have a great season gardening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.